that on. Well, here we are once again. I suppose before I start, it's just stuff that I made jeans at the road. Yeah, I think we'll have you. Let's just tilt you up a little touch. Not that much. So this is a bit high, that's a bit low, so I've got to try and position it. So once again, as we embark on another journey from Kettering to the yard, this should be a bit of a jaunt. And I'm not supposed to cough. Hopefully I'll last until I get back back to the yard, and I won't need to stop and have a piss. But hey, whatever. Battery's looking a bit low on that one. I should have charged the fucker up. Naughty me. Oh dear, dear, dear. But that one looks pretty fucking sharp, that one does, so I'm not bothered. Can I reach? Oh yes, just a fucking bout. But just for you, I will do a bit of funkiness. Yay, off we go. I'll just go as long as it takes. And hope that this one doesn't do too much flapping about, because it will fuck me off if it does. Whatever. Should be all right to a point, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I say there is nothing else I can do with it. I just wish there was. But hey, whatever. Let's just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. And away we go. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but it's not a trailer as I usually pull. No, it's a box van. Yay! This, believe it or not, is the first time I've actually had one of these. We don't tend to have this, so I suppose. But then again, I suppose we'll end up with fridges as well next. That'll be the next thing we'll have. Fridges. Where are you going, Sat-Nav? I'm going down there. I'm going up here. I'm going up here. Up here. Wake the fuck up, will you? What's going on? Don't start that with me now. No. All routes, the A45. You know where that's going to send me, don't you? That's going to send me off to the M1. Oh, hang on. Then again, it might not. It might send me off to the A14. Woo! How about that? It just makes it a little bit more interesting, realistically, because, yeah. I don't know why, but I don't like the M1. I don't know if you like to at all, I'm not sure, but I don't. And for some unknown reason, this thing's had a fucking flap again. What's going on with this bloody thing? I don't know. It's not playing as it should. Right then, let's go. Oh, oh dear. Ooh. I shouldn't. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to cough. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, last week I was off more Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You probably gathered that one, there's no videos of it. But anyway, I went to the hospital and I sat there and spoke to the speech therapist, and she's giving me all this stuff, and I have mentioned it on my little chats this morning. But for those of you who don't see them or you forgot or whatever, I'm going to just update you, because this will be a video added like the weekend. So anywho, so I sat there, chatted away, and with the way my voice is at the moment, fucking naff shit, don't like it. It's not doing what it should do, but hey ho, whatever. I'm just going to try and keep myself lubricated as best as I possibly can. Get your mind out the fucking gutter. I've got to try not to cough. I've tried her style of loosening my throat up, but it doesn't work. Not at the moment anyway, so doesn't work. As long as I don't use my vocal cords, it don't matter. Well, like I say, it doesn't work. No, I can't do a hard swallow. That might have something to do with the fact that because of this is busted. Right? But hey, whatever. Never mind. The next time I go, which will be on the 8th of March, that's a Wednesday again. Boo! But I've got to go then, and I'll try and remember that bit. So look, this is broke. Look, can that be fixed? Can you put me under and wake me up in 2099? But anyway, I've got my list of stuff I've got to do. I've been drinking fruit juice, which reminds me I've got to go to the shop and get some proper fruit juice, because I bought some from the shop around the corner. It's not the same. It says tropical. I think only the closest that's got to tropical is the fucking print. You know what I mean, to be honest with you. I ain't kidding you. Honestly, it's no, it's not right. Not right at all. I don't like it. Don't like it. Not good. Not good at all. It just doesn't look the same texture as the tropical juice I had from Sainsbury's. So I shall pop to the shop later on and get myself some more. As a matter of fact, I might get me a fucking dozen bottles of the damn stuff. That's what I've been told to drink. Fruit juices are good. Counteracts certain things that you have and what have you, so I've done that. What else? Oh well, anything with caffeine in it, apparently. Right out. What am I? What am I? I am a coffee drinker, right? I love coffee, right? Coffee's the tits, it really is. So for someone like me, he's now told that you can't have coffee. I'm trying it. I am. Oh, love a duck. I'm not kidding you, right? The first day and a half, but once that was passed, I was into day 2. Fucking stroll along, talk about headache. Wow, did I have a headache? Oh man, I mean, it was like right behind the eyeballs, as if there was somebody with a brand new wire brush and not scrubbing but pushing with it, right at the back of my fucking eyeballs. I'm like, honestly, painful, absolutely unbelievable. But hey, we have to suffer these things. So I can't have chocolate, which is a bonus, because I was fucking sick of it, even though I kept walking past the epoxy stuff and going, I love that, I love that, I love that. So that's giving me an incentive to knock that on the fucking head. Great. So no chocolate. I have to breathe properly. So instead of running out of air when I'm speaking, just stop before you get to that point and then breathe back in again. So that way you keep your air and your lungs and your vocal cords are using the amount of air needed and not stressing to the point where you have to push. Which again is a weird concept because I'm not really sure if I'm actually doing that or not. So I'm just going to soldier on as I am. I'm going to keep drinking my water because I've got to keep lubricated. Drink my fruit juice instead of my coffee. Boring. But no chocolate, ice, excellent stuff. I love that. Fucking have that every day of the week. And just moderate my meals as well as, so it's sort of turned into a bit of a vocal cord therapy plus diet. And I'm down to 14 stone now, which is good. I know I've only lost the £4, but I did cheat a little bit on the weekend when I was getting a bit fed up, but considering I'm on 14 now to the 14.4, I'm quite happy with that. And I can feel it slipping away slowly, and that's just pucker. I love it. Absolutely. Now this might be a little bit strange, but can I please get out? It's a weird request, I know that, but come on people, shift out the fucking road. Oh. Talking about this kind of scenario here, right? So I'm coming down the 14 and up ahead, it was a few hundred yards away. I mean, you could see it. I wasn't in it, I could see it though. Lane 1, you got a few lorries in the way, not a bother, they were just doing their thing. And you got cars and vans going down here, but there was one particular car that had this annoying little shitty thing that some car drivers tend to do, and that's creep past a lorry. I mean, they've got all that fucking speed they can use and yet creeped past this lorry, and the traffic behind him then was backing up, and there must have been a dozen cars and vans that was backed up behind him because he was creeping past this lorry. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Why can't you, like a sensible person in a car that is a lot faster than a HGV on a 70 mile an hour road, why can't you go past him instead of doing 45 or 55? Just go, put your foot down, fuck off. And I'm watching this like unfold, I'm like, where does some people's mentality come from? I really don't get it. I just don't get it. Let me wash the crap off the window screen. Or should I say windscreen? Because some people get nuts when I say that. It's not a window screen, it's a windscreen. Alright, windscreen. What? Look, it just shows you're not paying attention. So, yes, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this is just stupid. I mean, I can't believe that without these lot here, because I was way behind them, like they're waiting and they've got to wait for a car to get past a truck, which is obvious, so obvious that the car can go a lot faster. Even if it's a shitty little thing, it wouldn't matter. It'd still do 70 miles an hour, for fuck's sake. But hey, never mind, not to worry. You just keep going. You don't take any notice. You just breathe. If you want to be zen about it, you can into the nose and out the mouth. Ah. You plotted prick! You know what I mean? That's the sort of thing you can do. You know what I mean? It's there, isn't it? There's a new terminology for heat waves. They're called gravitational waves. I bet you don't know that. I found that out this morning. I thought, is he talking about heat waves or what? You know when you look at the horizon of a hot day and you see the ripple effect? Apparently that's gravity waves. Hey, I'm only telling you what I've heard. I don't say it was the fucking truth. I didn't say it was fact. I'm just saying, you know. The reason why this little tidbit cropped up is because apparently on Venus there's one of these, and I mean one, which is fucking humongous. As a matter of fact, it's probably somewhere on the region of 3 times the length of our country, according to it. And it's sitting about 37 miles above this mountain on Venus. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what its purpose is. But hey, it sounded interesting, so I was watching it. It was nice. More aliens. Keep going. Apparently there's a cloud of some sort, like a dark patch as well, that's whizzing around there up in the higher atmosphere of Venus, which is a possible bacterium cloud that's scoffing on the nutrients there because the temperature isn't as hot as the surface, and the surface being around about 800 degrees. Ooh, that'd make you fucking sunburn, wouldn't it? Good grief, you'd definitely have a tan after that. Holy shit. Fucking oh. That's yeah, it's a little toasty. You'd want to make sure you took yourself some water with air from proper sun cream, because you'll be fucking cooking. But saying that though, right, even though the surface temperature might be that warm, yeah, I'm thinking now, it's yeah, I'm thinking it's actual internal heat that's causing that then, because it won't be the sun's heat, because it's further away, so it won't be that. There you are then. Well, it is full of carbon monoxide, all that kind of crap. It's got, the atmosphere basically is harmful to anything that survives on oxygen. Pretty much. So there you have it. Not a very pleasant place to be. But to think you got something like that though that's up there. This massive, like, bow-shaped band that looks like a, like I say, it looks like a ripple, and I think it could well be a gravity wave. But it's huge and it's sort of like fixed. It ain't going nowhere. So then obviously the other speculation comes about that, well, it could be aliens, you know what I mean? It could be somebody making something up there. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you carry on. Don't get me wrong, right? I love a good alien thing myself, I really do. It's just, sometimes when you think to yourself, well, you're trying to convince me that that is what it is, I'm like, nah. It just doesn't work. It won't fit. How can that be true? Where do you jump to these conclusions straight away? Boom, it's an alien. I had a pain up my ass the other day. Oh, yes, it was an alien. You know what I mean? Why? Why is it an alien? I would be more happy if they just said it's an anomaly that we don't know any more information about because we haven't got the sophisticated equipment to check it out properly. Why can't I just say that? Done. Yes, James, but the thing is, as soon as you say that, they'll go, ha, cover up. Oh no, you can't win, can you? You just can't fucking win. I'm trying not. I'm doing a gentle cough. Trying to. But yeah. It's always fascinates me though when they come up with these little tidbits of alien discoveries, or new stars that have popped up, or planets have popped. It's like, oh, that's doing something it shouldn't be doing. It's an alien spaceship. I like the idea, I do, because I am without a doubt a believer in life out there in the universe. But you have to step back and go, hang on a minute, let's just wait. Let's think of things. It's just too fucking big for them to come find us. You only got to see where we are. Oof. Yeah. Unreal. And we're a dinky dot. We are. We are a dinky dot. Actually, we're smaller than a dinky dot. As a matter of fact, when you put even our galaxy next to the vast amount of galaxies that are out there, our galaxy is a dinky dot compared to some of the galaxies out there. So, you know what I mean? It's mad. There's some galaxies out there where our galaxy of our own literally looks like a fucking star in their galaxy. It's mental. Absolute mental nuts. I really do wish that we could have some, defining proof. Right, oh yes, we've found it, we've done. We realise now that there are fucking aliens out there. And I'm stuck behind this fucking transporter now because the bloke behind me who I've overtook is now trying to overtake me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Same with the car transporter behind them. Here's another one, another car transporter behind him. I will look at it like this. For all the artifacts, for all the unusual shit we find that's on planet Earth, the only feasible, ain't so much logical, but feasible answer to that, or conclusion if you like, that can be adjusted through time, is that this world of ours has had more than us as a civilization on it. I know I've mentioned that before, but we keep finding these little bits and bobs and tits for tats and what have you, and unusual shit that's X amount of years old, and they reckon, or there's things found that are X amount of million years old. But yeah, I think it'd be a little bit of a stretch to think that we were the only sentient being that's ever inhabited this planet. I really do, honestly. I certainly don't think the fucking planet's flat though. I'm not that stupid. And it ain't hollow either. You can scratch that one off the fucking cars. That's just, no, that ain't happening. There's no way, not at all, never. There may be some deep caves somewhere, but it certainly isn't fucking hollow. And it's not flat. Because if it was flat, well, it'd just be a flat piece of barren rock. Because gravity don't just happen. It has to be created. It's a causal effect. It needs to have something to make it. Gravity is an essential part of life, if you like, as well, if you think about it. Because if we haven't got gravity, we wouldn't be here, would we? Now we'd be floating off up in fucking space. As a matter of fact, nothing would ever start without gravity, if you think about it. Because you need gravity to hold you down to the surface. So once you're held down to the surface, then you can populate and grow. Plant life can exist. There's a lot of factors in keeping us as we are, you know what I mean? And gravity is a big key. It's a massive part of it, but do anybody think about it that way? Probably not. That's why I would never believe it's a fucking flat fucking planet. It's just stupid. I'm kiting off to the fucking funny farm if that's what you're thinking. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. Gravity works in a wonderful way, and they still ain't sure about it. It's a weird thing. It's like, well, how does it work? What is gravity? How is it that it's here, but we just... There's a lot of smart arse equations about the formula of gravity, but it's still a bit of a mystery. It's not completely unlocked. Yeah. All you know is if you jump off on the spot, you'll land back down again. If you throw something in the air, it'll come back down again. That's all you know. You don't really think about anything else of what its actual purpose. The fact that we can drive our trucks, cars, bikes, push bikes, scooters, plant your frigging vegetables, build your houses, your buildings, your shops, your whatever. You can do all that crap because of gravity. This is a thought that's just crossed my mind. There are certain elements that have been made up in space where it's a vacuum and there is no space, no gravity, should I say. Yeah. So I wonder how many elements are made without gravity that's in a vacuum. There's bound to be, obviously. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm no fucking scientist, but it's just a thought. You know, obviously, it's got to start from somewhere. It starts in the vacuum of space. It's just nothing there. It's just a vacuum. And then obviously the massive planetary star clouds, you know, that are up there that have been churning out new life. It has to start somewhere, and it starts in a vacuum, doesn't it? So. Yeah, that's a weird concept, isn't it? Getting fucking really smart now, aren't I? La-di-da. Yeah. It does make you wonder, though. So I'm just thinking. Fuck. I think realistically, as a planet that is inhabited by sentient beings in the position it's in, where it is, we're quite lucky. I mean, to say that we're the only ones that's been on this planet, no, I couldn't say that. Not for sure. So, yeah. What happens if, over a period amount of years, right, and there's been a lot of years gone by since this planet was built, right, and I don't mean built by fucking hands, I mean it's clumped itself together and created a big lump. Don't be picky. Maybe there might be a cycle of life that happens through this planet, say, for argument's sake, I'll always put it like this: the first 1.5 billion years of this planet's life, just leave that alone. Just let that. That is for the planet on its own, right? That's it, right? Then after that, there's obviously it's all flourished. It's got all its plant life, and then obviously life, as in animals and insects, appear. But what if? I love that word. Well, I love those two words together. Go, what if? What if? I love it. What if there's a cycle of life that it evolves into sentient, and then they last a period of time, right? Dude, it's a 7.5 ton limit. You can't overtake on the hill. That's why it's put there as a signpost. It says 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. You can't do it. And what are you doing? Overtaking. You plank box. So now he's slowing down and let him in. Stuff him. He's been an arse. So, if this, for argument's sake, it takes a period of time for sentient beings to evolve, which, to be honest with you, there's enough to have multiple. I ain't kidding you. There is enough. There's enough time for life to come and go and repeat the cycle, if you like, for many years. It does make you wonder if all the things that we do see, maybe it was life that evolved to being sentient. They lasted a X amount of thousands of years, evolving technologically as well as biologically. And they come to the point where they felt the urge to move on to another planet. They obviously accumulated the knowledge to create space-wearing vehicles, and they've left our galaxy and to travel off to new galaxies. I mean, there's nothing that says that can't happen. I'll give you for an example. Let's say we'll give them a period of 100 million, right? 100 million years. That would make the planet 1.6 billion, right? We'll have that. And then, I don't know what this guy's doing, I haven't got a clue. So, life is evolving through the 100 million year window, right? It's evolved up into the point where it's become sentient, and then a few 100,000 years they've got seriously smart, right? Smart to the point where they've either been able to create wormholes, create faster than light speed travel, even time travel if you like, I don't fucking know. But there's, in that 100 million years, there is enough room in that space to actually do that, believe it or not. And there's also enough space for them to be able to evolve to the point where they are ridiculously smart and have the capability then to leave this planet. What the fuck is going on? We ain't at the junction, aren't we? We can't be, not yet. And we're queuing up. Oh, this is bad news. Oh, that's fucked it. What the fuck is going on up there then now, I wonder? Oh, brilliant. Why do they want this? Well, anyway, so there you have it. You have this window of 100 million. That's plenty of time to evolve. The reason why I say that is because the dinosaurs have been wiped out fucking 65 million years ago. Life could have evolved. They could have got seriously smart. They've got technologies to get themselves off the planet and travel to other universes and other galaxies, even, should I say? And maybe the sightings that you see could be remnants of that. There might be the fact that they've found other locations through the stars and they've come to visit back, which would be a task in itself, like, you know, because from when they left to where we are now, we wouldn't be in the same position, not even close. I mean that as in a cosmic point of view, because every day, every minute, every hour, everything, you know, every year that goes by, the whole thing moves. Not just us inside our galaxy, but the galaxy itself is moving. According to it, if you're sitting still, you're travelling at roughly around about 1.9785 fucking million miles per hour. Because that's the speed we're moving through the actual universe in our own little galaxy. Apparently, I don't fucking know. But that would mean, well, then again, I mean, if they've got that kind of technology anyway to travel through the stars, they'd certainly have enough technology to find us again, wouldn't they? Or should I say, to find their original home. So, you know, it's not impossible, is it really, if you think about it? So, they leave, maybe. This is the nice scenario, by the way. Yes, they could get wiped out, but they leave and move on, and obviously there's nothing there, and then all of a sudden, you know, life evolves. Some sort of event happens through that first 100 million years and sparks off another chain reaction, and life evolves again in another 100 million year bracket, you know, and you can keep on going and keep on going. And you still haven't reached the fucking dinosaur era yet. You know what I mean? It's nuts. So in the first billion years, realistically, you could have over 100,000 civilizations come and go. It's nuts, isn't it? It's true. Oh, I got an itch. Or is it? No, hang on, let me think. 100 million. 10. That makes sense, doesn't it? 10. But by the time now it should be 100,000. But 10. 10. That's it. That's still a fucking stupid number. Stupid number. 10 civilizations that have come and gone in the first billion. So we could have had 30. We could be the 30th. The 30th sentient civilization. It just so happens that we're humans. I mean, they could have been sentient frogs for all we know originally. Sentient fish. Dolphin people. Sentient fucking four-legged monopods. I don't fucking know, which seems a bit strange because monopod's single. Hey, whatever. See, we're only here. We're not quite there yet. Still got about, 5 miles to go? Oh, I don't know. What's going on? Come on, people, hurry up. The only reason why we don't find anything like this, because the planet, I'm going to say it, and I've said it before, it's more like a living organism, because it does move, it does things. It's not a dead object that moves without no willing, I suppose, but to me, I think it's more of alive than being dead. You know, just a lump of rock that spins. You know what I mean? But you know, it moves, it twists, it bends, it fucking oscillates. It changes shape over the years. So a lot of information from the past is very scarce because it's probably been swallowed up or sunk to the bottom of the oceans that we've got now. You know, all that kind of crap. The tectonic plates are always shifting. I mean, granted, they've slowed down, thankfully, enough for life to evolve, and they must have slowed down enough way back when. But, you know, it's still, over time, it does change, and continents shift, land masses move, collide together, separate, break apart. You know, it's just all that is there, part and parcel of it. It's fascinating as fuck. I love it. But out of all that, you'll still never get me to be convinced that the planet's flat or fucking hollow. The same as the moon being hollow. I mean, which bonkers idiot come up with that idea? But we don't really know how it got there. Did you not watch the YouTube documentary channel about it on Discovery? They've already explained it. It's the one that actually makes sense. Two planetary bodies colliding, and the biggest one won because it had a little bit more power. And plus as well, it scoffed the rest of the other one anyway, so it's not hollow. Well, how is it there? It's too big for our planet. Nah, not really. I don't think so. I think what you might find eventually is that if it's up there and it's too big realistically to be orbiting us, because our planet realistically isn't big enough to hold such a moon that size, I'd say to you, well, not necessarily. Because as much as all the technology we've got for sensors and checking and this, that and the other, unless you physically go up there, you won't really know for sure. And yes, I know we have been up there before. A lot of us like to believe so. But you need to go back up there and start digging up shit up there, and you'll probably find that the planet, that moon, satellite moon, planet, well, moon, or whatever, you'll probably find that it's not as dense as we may think it is. If it is hollow, it'll be highly unlikely. It might be, I mean, there might be a possibility it might be have caverns of some sort or apertures in there somewhere knocking about, you know, or on it in some respect. Like we have caves and stuff, there may be that, you know, something to that description. It's possible. Nothing's out there that's impossible. But to say that it's hollow, that's a bit of a stretch. But why is it in the perfect position? That's because of gravity. Again, gravity's done that job. Gravity has put it where it is. It's transfixed. I'm telling you, gravity's a weird and wonderful thing. It really is. Gravity holds that where it is. Yes, it is slowly creeping away by X amount of millimetres per whatever, but nothing to be worried about at the moment. And they reckon that by the time it does decide to fuck off, we'll have the technology to put retro rockets on it and burn it back, you know what I mean? Rain it in, sort of thing, like, you know what I mean? Oh dear. But, you know, this is why we have our eclipses, because it's in the perfect position. But that's because we are in the perfect position. It just seemed to be a fluke. but not necessarily. And the more that we investigate up there in that little fucking postage stamp sized bit of area that we look at, we're finding that in that little postage stamp there are planets out there, albeit them being ridiculously fucking bigger than this thing, that they sit in their Goldilocks zone to their sun, whether it be a red giant or a fiery orange one like ours, like, you know, whatever. But it's there, it's doing its thing, and we can speculate and we send sensors and we try and draw as much information as we possibly can to find out whether there's anything in it. We're measuring gases and tasting it with these laser lights where they can monitor gas levels of some sort or what have you, but there's only so much you can do with a certain type of sensor, you know what I mean? But the sad thing is that we'll never get there. I won't say never, but at the moment it's not looking like we'll ever get to any of these places because they're far, far, far too far away. So, you know, we can only do what we can do. The more information that comes through, the smarter people get, the more testicle these bits of equipments become, and it's just a lot more clearer as to what is out there. I know eventually we're going to see something that's going to scare the shit out of us all. I ain't kidding you. That day, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I might not be even around by then. I mean, it might be 100 years from now, it might be 500 years from now. But with the way things progress and the speed that technology does grow, I would not be surprised if somewhere in the future they're going to spot something out there that's going to scare us to death. I just wish I was around to witness it. I really do. I think it'd be rather fascinating, to be honest with you, because even though I mentioned it in that respect, it could well be a massive comet coming down our, or an asteroid or meteor, or whichever. It could be anything, right? It could well be some alien race that's come down saying, right out, we're going to take your planet, and you've got no say in the matter. You know what I mean? When that day does happen, you'll all band together and win the day. Yay! With all our fucking toothbrushes and fucking mops, we'll do that, yeah. Because that's the best useful that our weapons would be. Oh dear. Like I say, if ever we did come across that day that actually happened, that an alien race was spotted on its way towards us in their ships, well, all I would say is this: make sure you're with your family. Because if they want it and we still haven't managed to get ourselves off this planet yet, and they want it, you ain't going to stand in their way. Not a chance. You got more chance of being bit on the bell end by Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hey, it's there. Ooh, my fucking ass. The pains in the backs of my legs. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's just the ass that's aching, not the legs, but that might come back later. I hope not though, because it's annoying. It's uncomfortable too. But all we can do is keep on learning, keep on witnessing stuff, pointing it out, speaking up, going, oi, what's that? Because if you don't know and you don't ask, you'll never know. Me personally, I always like to have a bit of a think to myself and speculate on certain things. If I'm watching it, I'll go, oh, but what if? Oh, but what if? Oh, because you know what I like with what if. But what if? Yes. I think it was on Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday, I think it was, when the sun came out. It was reasonably nice, fucking cold, but I took the bike covers off and I had my bike running, and I turned it round so the exhaust pipe's facing the other way from the neighbours, because apparently it's seeping through their vent, the fumes are off the bike. So I turned it round so that I can, when it's a nice day, it's not pissing down around, I can take the covers back off again and give it another start and run it. I'm just waiting for the weather to change, that's all. I was tempted to actually take it out for a run that day, but because there was ice that was on the cover, even though it was a nice bright day, I'm like, it's tempting. It's tempting. But that'll be the fucking last thing that I'd want, is taking that out for a ride around the street and off it goes, like, you know what I mean, and fucking up altogether. No, that would just fucking destroy me. You know what I mean? So yeah, left it in the back garden, took it over, and then I turned it round and locked it back up again after it had cooled down. So hopefully when the weather's nice again, even though it's cold and frosty, I might start it up again and give it another run. I know it's not the best thing to do in the world, but it could do with being road actually, but like I say, whatever. There's not a lot I can do about that. And you notice my voice is starting to break now, it's dying. It's completely dying. It's pissing me off, it is, something chronic. Absolutely. But why is it my voice should keep doing this? Why? Why does it keep dying on me all the time? I'm not straining it, I'm not forcing it to speak, I'm just speaking. And all of a sudden my voice goes dry and it starts to fucking break and I get my tone changes. It's just fucking annoying. Oh, it's fucking annoying. Let's move over into this lane. It's not fair. Don't like it. Are those going to go to the scrapyard in the sky? I wonder. Come on, dildo. Why you bothered to wait until he got right up his arse for? I don't fucking know. That just pisses me off, that does. That's all it does. Don't serve any purpose, it just pisses me off. Thank you. I wouldn't mind having a place of my own where I'd have a unit full of every fucking tool that you'd need to strip down any car. I'd love that. Ramps, jacks, fucking cherry pickers, little trolley cranes for lifting engines and gearboxes out, and fabricate my own car. Or, well, it's more of a pimp my own car. Now I've got the fucking hiccups now. I love that. That'd be cool. It always fascinates me when I see the stacks of cars in scrapyards and what you could actually salvage off them, what you could strip off them. I don't know how practical it would be, as in to have like a warehouse full of all these parts. I don't know, but I think that's what I would do. It'd be interesting. It'd be just something to do, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Take a car that's been smashed up and it's deemed a write-off, and then you just take it to bits, take all the crap off it, remove the stuff that can be used again, shove it on a shelf, and then the actual body itself can be then shoved through one of those shredders and broke down into like little fucking chip bits and weighed in. That'd be fun. I think it would. I don't know, the body be now good, but I think for somebody who's had a car that's knackered, maybe they've lost the back end of it or something, and it hasn't been wrote off, you could then limited amount of time, limited offer, car chassis back end, blah blah blah. You can just gas bottle it off, and they are, and then they can glue that back to their own car, like, you know. But the things like doors, windows, you know, screens, rear and back, all that kind of stuff, you could stick it on a shelf. Wiring looms, batteries, if they're any good, the radios, dashboards, steering wheel, steering column, lower arms, upper arms, shock absorbers. Or you could be a specialised scrapyard and have just one make of car and go around the countryside trying to find all these cars that are either no good or scrapped off and buy them in. And strip them down and stack the parts. I think it's because realistically I love to tinker. I do. I like to mess about and look at stuff, and I don't tend to do it as often as I like to do it these days, because I don't really find that anything out there to do. But my brother was going to chuck out his PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. So I've got all three of them now. I put the PlayStation 1 on, came on. There was audio but no sound. There was audio but no picture. That's strange. Why are there no image? What's going on? And it turns out that the audio signal from my amplifier to the TV won't work. So I've got to try and figure out a way that I can get that to work. And as I'm talking to you, it's just popped in my head an idea of how to get it to work. I had to use a spark plug at the end of the day and just stick it in the back of the TV direct and use it that way. But I had no games for the PlayStation 1. I got the cases, but there was no games in them, so I couldn't play on it. I had a quick play on the PlayStation 2. do you know, I'm almost convinced that the PlayStation 2 was internet access. I'm sure it was. But it turns out that it wasn't, because there is no... I couldn't find one. I mean, there may well be, but I couldn't find an internet port. Couldn't find one. So I assume not. And I looked at it upside down, left and right, and I just could not find a port for it. So it's not internet friendly. It's just a console. That's the end of it. So I was playing this one game, Torque, I think it's called. I have no idea what the fuck that was all about. I have none whatsoever. It was a bit weird. But the gameplay itself, wow, holy shit. Like I say, I didn't get a chance to play the PlayStation 1, but the PlayStation 2 graphics, holy shit. Good grief. The sound effects alone was a riot. I'm not kidding, it was such a laugh. Because this character walks up to this gate. It was. I'm like, what the fuck's that? Is that supposed to be his footsteps? Oh, and then it changed the sound to walking on gravel, and he was. I'm like, oh, this is unbelievable. And I'm almost sure I used to. Well, not almost, I know for a fact. I used to play Need for Speed Most Wanted on PlayStation 2. I think I had another couple of Need for Speeds as well. Well, I've got the Need for Speed, but again, open the case, no game, the disc isn't there. So I've got to go around my brother's, well, my mum's, and that's where my brother lives, and see if we can salvage the games off it as well. Because once I get through it all, I might find some games and whatever, and have a quick play. I might put that on the other channel, on the other channel. Just for a laugh, you know what I mean? Just for something to do. I could do it getting myself another TV though. On the PlayStation 3 we haven't got to worry about, because I've already got a PlayStation 3 which I use quite happily. But it's interesting to see how the PS1 and the PS2 have, they've stepped up through the years to what we've got now, the PS4 Pro. I mean, that's just, well, yeah, unreal, absolutely unreal. But don't forget, back then we used to think it was the tits, didn't we? It's like, fucking graphic, look at this, man, this is, wow, look at this, man, fucking hell, this is brilliant. So I am quite interested to see if I can find a copy of, well, as a matter of fact, I'll try and find that bloody Most Wanted Carbon that he's got. If I can salvage that out of his discs from somewhere, well, I'll see if I can do that one instead, put that in the PS2, see how that plays, and what the difference is between that and the likes of Gran Turismo or whatever. Unbelievable. To think now that the graphics then and the graphics now, with the graphics are that detailed, you've got sweat. You know what I mean? That's how good the details are on that. You've got sweat. Oh, and it's in 4K HD, 60 frames. Like, what? Yeah. But to think that this PS2 wouldn't work through my amplifier because it's HDMI and it wouldn't translate the signal through it, it just went, nah. I'm like, this is old. Do you know what? I can't even remember when the PS2 came out, to be fair. I'm trying to think. Well, I was thinking I was still working at Albion Press. Well, it was ThyssenKrupp back then, but went off after I left. But so I know that I had a PS2. Well, I think about a year after they came out, to be fair. So Yeah. What would it be? Don't quote me, but was it 1996, I think the PlayStation 1 came out. Either 96 or 94. I can't remember now. I am trying to think. No, it'll be 96. It's got to be 96. The PS2 came out. I think that came out in 2000 and something. I think. Would it be? It's got to be 8. So I was in the house then, so... Oh, do you know what? I don't fucking know. Either way, it's fucking old. You know what I mean? What is it now? If it was 1996 and it's now 2017, that's 30 years, isn't it? Alright? Really? The PS1's 30 years old? Fucking hell. Oh, that's scary. That can't be right. No, that ain't right. It's 20 years. You're on about 30. It's fucking 20. Use your maths. Hang on. Yeah, 20 years. 20 years. Oh, I tell you what, my maths has gone shit out all of a sudden. 96, that's 2006. Yeah, there you are. 20 years old. That makes more sense. I'm thinking, how old are you, Jace? 20 years old. So ignore that last bit. That was just my brain having a fart. Even so, 20 years from that game's console to the one we've got now, it's progressed a fucking hell of a lot. In just 20 years. I do know that the PS3, when that came out, the first one, that big shape, which is what I've got, my brother's was going to chuck away. I think it's the 80 gig one, I think. Might be 80 gig. I don't think it's a 60 gig. Because I had the original 60 gig, the first one that came out, the PS3. And that had a bunch of card readers in the front of it as well, and USB ports. I think. I know it had card readers, but there was that lid don't open on this one, so that might be the 80 because I think they took all that out. And I think the 80 gig as well, they also removed the ability to play PS2 games. Because I used to play PS2 games on the PS3. But the new one didn't do it because they updated to the 80 gig and they took that out. Because apparently there was issues of it, that the graphics rendering card chip, should I say, for that was melting and it was killing the whole system. I only ever had one die on me, PS3, and it overheated. Shame. It was fun taking it apart, mind you. Oh, very cleverly put together. I had the PS3, but I've had an Xbox 360 took apart as well. And when you put the two side by side, you can certainly see which one's the better made. Fucking PS3 was just, it walked all over the Xbox 360 because you got this fucking whacking 10-inch turbine blade fan, right, that was underneath the system, whereas on the Xbox there was these two little farty fans with a little spout that went over the top of it to blow onto the CPU and the graphics. It was shit. It was the worst design ever, that was. Fucking crap. When this fucking great big fan was drawing in or even expelling heat so quickly, you could tell that the design was a lot better. And I'm like, well, you know, that's what happens when you think about things and don't rush it. But that's my opinion. And I'm saying that because my mate Andy has gone and bought himself an Xbox One Git. He's always been a PlayStation fan, he has, and now he's fucking turncoat. He has. He's a turncoat. He's no longer a PlayStation 4. He's a or 3, whatever he's got now. I think he had a PS4. He's a fucking Xbox One bloke, you know. He does like his driving games. I think there's a particular type of driving game that's come out that he wanted, and it was only on the Xbox. So there you have it. That must be the reason why. Bastard. Get past you! You're too slow! You're driving over the fucking wall! I've got to keep dabbing the brake to slow down and speed up flat. Watch this. I am now in the middle lane, traversing down here. What is the hold up, I wonder? Let's see, shall we? This is the hold up. This vehicle here is probably doing 50 miles an hour. And yet all those people just sat behind him. Why? He's chewing on his nana. He's enjoying his nana. Enjoy your nana. Nana chomping. I'll move over now. I'll sit here for a moment because there's no need. If you ever see an articulated vehicle on the M6 at junction 3, right, and he's traversing on that lane on this section, don't worry about it, because it isn't illegal, it is legal. Because that lane is designated for the N42 A466. Oh, 446, should I say. Correction. 446, not 466. 446. See? We've moved over to overtake. No problem. It will put him in a bit of a sticky position because obviously he's got to hope that people move out of the way and move into lane 1 once they get past this point. But, you know, that's all down to judgment. It's like these pair of planks here now. Why are you still in the middle fucking lane, bellend? Move. It's because I'm overtaking something else that's slower than me. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I see. It's Mr. Volvo. Get out. Ugh. That one is a 720. It's a bit of a beast, isn't it? 720. Good grief. And his poor thing is limited to that. Unless it's been used for pulling heavy loads. Might be for plant vehicles. Could be. You never know. It's not exactly an exciting road, is it, the M6? Well, really. I mean, now and again you do catch something that's you may not have noticed before, but other than that, it just seems a little bit drab. It might be because the sun ain't out for guests, probably. It's got a chance here. It is now 1:45. That's a nice sign, that is. 1:45. By the time we get in the yard, it'll probably be somewhere around about 2:30. And if they're kind, they won't go, "Stop and drive next field." And they'll send me home. Yay! Yay! That's nice and shiny, isn't it? When they first came out, these 4-door Porsches, I wasn't keen on them, you know. I mean, the Porsche themselves, they ain't brilliant, but they were alright, like, you know, but it was just not for me. I liked them, but it was alright, you know. But these 4-door ones, I think I'm taking a shine to these 4-door ones. I'll never be able to have one. Nah. I couldn't even afford the fucking badge, let alone the car itself. I think they're not bad. They don't look too bad at all. They're catching on. Well, I wonder if I'll win the lottery this week. The Euro Millions is sitting at 76 million. I don't know what the national lottery is sitting at, because when I remembered, one, I'd missed it on the Saturday, so it was saying close until blah 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 while we tally up the thingies, right? So yeah, so my numbers didn't get in on Saturday. I'm not bothered. I would be bothered if my numbers had come up. I would scream, I would cry, I would fucking, I'd be a mess. But hey, whatever. I'm only being honest. I'll have a look at that later on today, I think. See what's what. See if anybody's won it. Check the number. I always check the numbers just in case. And I'll go, oh no! No! I fucking forgot, you bastard. I don't know, I think I'd probably be physically sick, to be fair. Because that'd be my luck, that would. That would fucking be my luck. Hands down. You would have won the lottery with your numbers, if you'd have put the fuckers on. Oh no. Can you imagine being that person? Oh man. It's bound to have happened. But let's look at it on the other hand. How about, say, if you normally got your numbers and you've got them written down somewhere or whatever, but you forget to bring your thing or your piece of paper with your numbers written on, but you think you know them, and you go into the shop, you tick off the numbers that you yeah, it's that one, it's that one, it's that one, but you get 2 numbers wrong. I mean, you know, I'm only just saying it, but look at the other side of it. What if the 2 numbers that you got wrong and you replaced with the numbers that you thought it was and it wasn't, were actually the winning numbers? So your first 4 that you remembered, oh yeah, were correct. But the last 2, which obviously weren't your numbers, but the numbers you actually put in place of your numbers because you didn't quite remember them, and which made you win. How would you feel about that? Would that be classed as being lucky? I mean, that's if you think about it, it's probably the definition of luck, isn't it? Really, it's like, what was it? Was it a fucking 7 or 8? 7 or 8? Oh, what was it? Fuck it, 7. What was the last one? 22, I think, wasn't it? Or was it 23? Fuck it, 23. I'm sure it was 23. You get home, you go, oh fuck, it's the wrong ones. and your numbers start coming up, and you're watching, you're going, holy crap! And you're going, no, my numbers are going to come out and I've got them the wrong way round, or the wrong ones, or whatever. And all of a sudden, your new numbers, your new 2, 7, has just popped up like, what? 23? You're fucking kidding me? Really? I've wanted to win the lottery on a lucky dip, I have. I'm not bothered about numbers as such, even though I do put my numbers down, but I would love to win it on a lucky dip. You know what I mean? Just fucking lucky dip. Fuck it. And that lucky dip ends up winning you millions. I'd love that. That'd be the fucking tits, that would. Yeah, okay, I've got my numbers that I use, but I do have a lucky dip as well. I'd like that. That'd be cool. I wanted to go there on the weekend, but I was in too much fucking pain that I couldn't. I want to go and see La La Land, because apparently it's brilliant. La La Land, la 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 la. Looks alright. Okay. So that's what I want to do. I want to go. I might end up going next week. Well, this weekend I might. See how I feel. See if I feel up to it. If I can do it or not. You never know. The possibilities are endless. Move over because the lane is closing. Honestly, it is. The lane is closing. Now, it's either because they've taken the 4 lanes out and just saying that it's used for emergency only, or there's somebody broke down on there. Or would it have been a red X, I want to say, broke down. It's got a chance, innit? It has got a chance. Oh, now we're slowing down even more now. Oh, this is wank. Absolute fucking wank. Stranded vehicle. Can we go now, people? No point sticking yourself in that gear when we're climbing up a fucking hill, you bone-headed truck. Yes, off we go. Hey, you never know. If I did win the lottery, I could actually go across America and have a go driving one of their trucks. That'd be fun. I wouldn't mind that, would you? I think it'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. The English truck, what is it? English American truck driver. That's a bit of a mouthful, but there you go. Looks like somebody is going to be refurbishing a Volkswagen camper. See what I mean? When you've got the time and the money and all that bollocks and the tools and the space, you can do shit like that. I mean, I wouldn't do anything like that because I mean I don't particularly like them that much, but I'd love to do that. I'd be just fucking get in there and hack and tack and fucking pull it apart and put it back together again. Whether it work or not is a different matter, but hey, whatever. That looks like a very old framed Volkswagen. As a matter of fact, is it a Volkswagen? Yeah, it is. It's got a split screen. It's a different shape, that isn't it? Yeah, interesting. When they do it right and the finished outcome is, you know, it's all complete and it just looks amazing, I do appreciate it. You know, I would never drive one, I would never have one myself now, but I do appreciate the time, the effort, the detail, how they look when they're done. I appreciate that. I can appreciate it. I have seen the hack jobs that some people have done to their vehicles when it comes to trying to so-called refurb or pimp their ride. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It does look a mess. I wouldn't do it unless I had the fundage behind me to do it. It just wouldn't be worth it. Plus, I'd have to have a bunch of people with me as well who know what they're doing. That'd be fun. So, yeah. I don't know if any of you lot have ever heard of, but there was a Mercedes vehicle called this is what it was called, Concept Project, right? That's it. That's the only name that was given to it. It was only ever built as a concept vehicle, but it was a vehicle that was designed to pull trailers, right? A little bit like the aeroplane shunters that you see, right? For towing aircraft across the tarmac and what have you. Them low-bodied ones. This thing fits under trailers, and it's got this real sloped nose, looked extremely streamlined and spacey, and the fifth wheel was on the top, so you sat down low. I think he sat in front of the wheels. He was right down the floor because the whole driver's compartment was underneath the trailer. It was fantastic. Looked awesome. And then the trailer itself wasn't a goods trailer, it was an actual living compartment. It was like a mobile home, but the size of a trailer. Fucking unreal. I'd love to have one of them. That would be the fucking tits, that would. Absolutely. That's got to be a man truck. I did put some pictures on Facebook a while back of the this particular thing called Concept Project by Mercedes. Years old it is, years old. But yeah, what a motor. I'd have had that. Yeah. Probably get about 5 miles to the gallon, mind you, but tell you what, it was a lovely looking vehicle. I just liked it. It fascinated me. I liked it. It was really nice. That's took shape. I suppose in a realistically, what it looked like, for those of you there who've seen Aliens, that little truck tanky car thing that they drove around with, it's sort of that kind of shape, but without the gun turret. Imagine that gun turret being a fifth wheel. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Come on, Pilbury, fuck it off. Let's go. You're driving a car. Again, I ask, why? You know what I mean? Why? Why, oh why do you do this to me? Well, we ain't far, we're at junction 10. A few more miles to go and we will be in the yard. As a matter of fact, just under 10 miles to go and we'll be in the yard. Yeah. Yeah. Those X6s there, the BMW X6, they're not a bad looking motor, but there's a Mercedes that they've brought out which looks fucking identical to that thing. I'm like, are you trying to copy them or what? What's the point in that? It does, it looks the same. They might have put a little bit of lump here or bubble there and whatever, but it's the same shape. Oh, you're going to let me move? No, you're going to come and overtake me, are you? Okay, you carry on. I'll stay where I am then. I don't mind. But my question would be, why? What's the point? If you're going slow enough for me to overtake you, what's the point? Lord, I tell you what, I'll be glad to get out of this truck and have a walk because my fucking ass is killing me. I got a number. Holding the dashboard, lady, is not going to be, you know, controlling your vehicle. Doing this is fine, but that don't work. What does that do? What's that all about? Move the other way. I'll probably have to move back over again in a minute because they're going to slow down. They can get guaranteed. I can sit in the middle lane, they won't budge. Move over, the fuckers will slow down. Pull back in it again, they'll speed fucking up. Slow down, fucking unbelievable. Yes, I am that guy. The one that always ends up with that crap. Every time. That's why when I'm in traffic and it's shunt bollocks, I always go into the middle lane, stay there, regardless. I don't swap lanes after that. That's all I do, is get into the middle lane and stay there, because all the other lanes that do go past you, eventually you'll go sailing past them anyway, so there's no point moving. But you know, when you used to do it years ago, you used to swap from lane to lane, you go, fuck that, and you pull into that lane, that stops, and the lane you was in just sails off down the road, like, fucking hell. That's what happens to me, that is. Every time. But it's, you know, what do you do? You decide to formulate a plan and go, well, I'll tell you what, law of averages means that it doesn't matter if that lane sails off down there or that lane sails off down there, this one will eventually fucking catch up and probably overtake. And it does. That's why I sit in the middle lane. So far, so good. What have we got? This is the 4th week, isn't it? It's the start of the 4th week. Start of the 4th week of 2017. Huh. How about that? Next week will be the 1st of February. I think that's on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 31 days in January? I think. Is it 30 or 31? I think it's 31. Either way, it's either going to be the 1st on Monday or Tuesday of February. Is it a leap year this year? I don't think it is. No. I think it's only 28 days, isn't it? Short month. 28 days. Then it'll be March. Then I'll have to go back to the hospital to have this fucking thing looked at again. Tell you right. Tell you right. Boo. Come on, you sprout bag, fucking move. I'm gonna sit here because Mr. Skellington Trailer may jump the line and I don't want to be in his way. I never go there. I never drive that side. I never do. I'm always on this side. Every time. Told you. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch now because he may come over towards me. I have no idea what he's fucking doing. Are you going in there, are you? Oh, okay. Happy days. alright. We are doing alright. Like I say, I just hope I don't have to go back out again. I don't want to. I just don't. I don't feel up to it. Fucking pain in my back coming back, which is radiating down the backs of my legs, which is not good. I should have made a doctor's appointment, but I'll do that later. But I don't want to have any more fucking time off work now. I've only got 2 more days left, and I've got to use one of them for that fucking hospital appointment. Because it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Yes. So that means I've got to have the Wednesday off, and I'll be back to work on the Thursday, Friday. Blah blah blah. Then I've got 1 day left then, which means I'm going to have myself a long weekend, probably March. I might hang it on until like the middle of April. I might even look to see what day my birthday falls on. I might actually, if it's on a decent day, I might book the day off if it's my birthday. If it's not going to be like a Friday or a Monday, I won't bother. I'll just leave it and say fuck it. But if my birthday is on a Thursday, if my birthday is on a Friday or a Monday, then I will book either one of them off. I might book the Monday off. If it's on a Friday, I might just book the Monday off anyway. Fuck it. Now that's an headset, isn't it? That is an headset and a half he's got there. Round and round we go. Yep. Well, I always like this bit because it's the homeward bound bit. Love it. Dig, 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 dig. Earth movers, tippers, lots of them. I wonder if it'd like driving one of them. Worse than driving one of these, I imagine. Because you could guarantee that it'd be a lot more dangerous driving one of those than it is driving one of these on the road. And I'd say that because of the terrain they're actually driving on. And the amount of times that you see these, the footage of them losing control and sliding off somewhere and what have you, because they are huge. There's no two ways about it. Absolutely monstrous things, but they get up certain types of terrain and they end up sliding because they're just gravity pulls them back there again, and the driver has to abandon ship rather quickly before he gets sent down a ravine with it. Wheel spin. looked like one of ours, that didn't it? But it was, no. It was as ropey as one of ours, mind you, but whatever. Well, considering I've brought this particular load from somewhere that's what I would call a high value content, it's probably the most secure one of yet, because it's got all these cameras wrapped around it, so a secure drive back to the yard with all this on here. Dunk! What the fuck was that? They sound very good. Dunk! Looks like they're still digging at this. I wonder if they're installing a new machine of some sort, possibly. I think they are, actually. Probably a new kiln. A what? Kiln. Looks like the gate's playing up again. Put it next to that one. I will put it next to that one. Sounds like a good place to start. It's gone a bit too far over. You don't really make it, so does it not really now. One nickel shot forward and we don't. And that, as I say, is that. We are done. Oh, landed, finished, end of. So I'll say cheerio to you. I hope you enjoyed a little drive. It was alright, I suppose. There wasn't any rain. It was reasonably pleasant, certainly, wasn't it? Toodle people know that then. Bye. Go on then. Off you pop. Pop. Poppity poppins.